The mayor of Camilla and two former election officials were indicted today on charges including conspiracy to commit election fraud.
Welcome back to Kimara Reacts, where we don't sugarcoat foolishness, and we certainly don't excuse corruption, no matter who's wearing the crown. Today we're headed to Camilla, Georgia, where Mayor Kelvin Owens was indicted for election interference, and some folks have completely lost touch with reality. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation saw a crime. They followed the evidence, but somehow we've got people marching around screaming about supporting their city like this is a gospel concert instead of a criminal case. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let's react.
Ready or not? Ready or not? Here I come, can't hide. Gonna find you and then yo. Like a game of chess where I rest. No stress, no success.
In November 2024, Mayor Kelvin Owens, along with two former election workers, allegedly conspired to cancel a municipal election after a candidate was disqualified. They didn't reschedule. They didn't communicate properly. They just locked polling stations, taped a few papers to the door, and expected democracy to take the day off.
FBI began investigation into Mayor Kelvin Owens locking the doors on election day on November 4th, 2024, causing the elections to start in the afternoon.
My husband and I were literally locked out of City Hall. So, I mean, we should be able to walk up and vote on election day without any hindrance.
It's not how a functioning government operates. This is how you rig power. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation stepped in, and after reviewing the facts, they indicted the mayor and his collaborators. That means the case had enough credible evidence to move forward. This wasn't hearsay. This wasn't political. It was procedural.
Camilla are now calling for justice in the indictment against Mayor Kelvin Owens, Cheryl Ford, and Runette Williford, saying that they were wrongfully arrested. Some residents even saying that it used to be innocent until proven guilty, but in this case, they believe it's guilty until proven innocent.
You need to be free. We support Mayor Owens. We support the city manager, Cheryl Ford, and we support our superintendent, Ms. Runette Williford. And this too shall pass.
But here's where I nearly fell off my chair. People in Camilla are crying, but he hasn't been convicted, innocent until proven guilty. Yes, dear, that's why it's called an indictment. It's the legal process. Being arrested doesn't mean you're guilty. It means you're facing trial. The mayor being cuffed is not injustice, it's due process. That's how the justice system works for everyone.
There was an election. The right to vote is not a race-based issue. Everyone has the right to vote, and no one has the right to cancel anyone's right to vote.
The Camilla massacre continues in Mitchell County. It started in 1868, and it hasn't ceased yet.
It's known around the world that Camilla, Georgia is a racist town. So when does it stop?
What's worse is the way this entire situation has been twisted into a racial crusade. The same people yelling about democracy and civil rights are turning a blind eye to an actual attempt to suppress votes. Let's stop playing. This isn't about black and white. It's about right and wrong. Every time a black public official is held accountable, here come the race baiters. But the GBI didn't see a race problem. They saw a crime problem. It is offensive to the very legacy of the civil rights movement to use skin color as a shield for corruption.
Others believe the catalyst for the indictment is the complete opposite.
It is not about race. It's about what's right and what's wrong. And you are wrong. And I just get tired of hearing people say it's about race, because if it is about race, why do we got multiple races sitting right here?
It is time to put the race aside. I have worked with black, I have worked with white, we have worked together, and that is what is needed here.
Regardless of the differing opinions, it was announced that the city of Camilla will pay for the legal defenses of the three officials facing these charges, thanks to an ordinance established by the council in January of 2024, months before the special election.
And the basis of it
is that if you are a city official or an employee, an elected official, and you're operating within within your job and your title, then there should be some degree of support.
In spite of the ordinance being established before the election controversy, Councilman Palmer doesn't agree with it.
It is still unethical for someone to vote to enhance themselves, and by enhancing themselves, someone else pay their bills for it.
I still have a job to do. This is not a start and stop type of responsibility. So even with these allegations, it's important that I continue to work for the people of this city.
What's truly terrifying is how many people in 2025 still don't understand basic civics. They treat every arrest like a personal attack, as if knowing someone excuses their misconduct. We need critical thinking classes in every school, church, and community center immediately. The hive mentality is out of control. One person shouts injustice and the whole crowd follows. No facts, no logic, just emotion and noise. This isn't unity, it's chaos dressed up as community pride. I'll say it again. Accountability isn't oppression. It's justice. And if we ever want to be taken seriously as a people, we need to hold our own to the same standards we expect from everyone else. This is Kimara Reacts, where we don't follow the crowd, we challenge it. Until next time, stay sharp, stay smart, and stop confusing loyalty with blindness. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.